The EPQ, or Extended Project Qualification, is a one-year standalone qualification which you can take alongside your 3 A-levels. It's worth half an A-level and takes up half the time, so you study it during Year 12 between September and June. It is, however, assessed at the same quality as A-level and very well regarded by universities and employers. The EPQ requires you to choose a topic of interest to you and then set yourself a task or essay title, research that and write up your findings. You also have the option of pursuing an artifact-based project where you set yourself the task of researching how to make or produce something and go ahead and make and produce it, accompanying that with a shorter essay explaining what you found out. In both cases, you keep a log of your progress, and that's also assessed as part of your EPQ, as is a final presentation explaining what you've learned and evaluating the process you went through. It's a largely independent project, so you have 1 hour of taught skills per week, unlike the normal 5 hours for an A-level. And in that 1 hour, we teach you the skills you need to complete an independent research project. These are things such as time management and planning skills, research skills, both on the internet and for paper sources. We look at how to handle, process, present and interpret data in various forms. We also look at formal academic writing and presentation-based speaking skills. Alongside this, you need to learn how to read critically, analytically and evaluatively a wide range of challenging academic texts. Because it's largely independent, we'd expect a lot of the running to come from you. Not only in the decision-making process, so deciding what to take, but also in approaching the people who are there to support you with your EPQ. That might be subject specialists within school, it might be the member of staff who is assigned to be your dedicated supervisor, or it might be me, Mrs. Jones, the project coordinators. Students take EPQ for a range of reasons. Some want to support A-level studies that they're already taking, so you might do a history-based project on a subject that isn't covered in any great degree in history A-level, but which has interested you. For example, we've had people look at the impact of the suffragette movement on the politics of the early 1900s, or on the economic impact of the 1947 partition of India. You might choose an EPQ that will benefit you in a university application and support that application by showing genuine interest in a subject. So you might look at something to do with Roman law if you were wanting to undertake a legal career. You might look at something to do with medicine if you want to become a medic. And in the past we've had very successful projects in both those areas. These can be, as I say, on anything at all, as long as there is sufficient research already completed by academics that you can get your hands on and study. So a project really can be anything at all. It can be something to do with engineering, such as the properties of materials and what happens to their properties if you make them more waterproof. You could look at what would be the effect on the human body of travel to Mars. We've had a very successful project looking at the pros and cons of treating babies with spinal conditions even before they're born. Really, the world is your oyster, so you can make it as fascinating as you want. To support you in this process, you will have, as I say, a dedicated supervisor who will meet with you, discuss your ideas, give you advice and help you talk it through to make decisions. By the end of the process, your project, so that will be your project log, essay, presentation and any supplementary evidence you want to provide of the work you've done is assessed in school, initially by your supervisor and then by the coordinators before being sent out to the exam board for moderation. So it's a 100% non-examined, that is to say coursework, course. An EPQ might be for you if you're looking to apply for a competitive university course and want to give yourself an edge. There may be a very concrete benefit to doing an EPQ if your university or course habitually provide a lower entrance offer to students who've done well in an EPQ. It might be that the EPQ is for you if you've got a wide range of interests that we can't accommodate easily on the A-level timetable and you want to supplement that with something else. It's certainly for you if you're somebody who is self-motivated, dedicated, and good at planning, managing and organising things. We will support you with those skills if you're not 100% brilliant at it yet. But if you're somebody who doesn't like independent work or coursework, this would not be for you. For more information on the EPQ, come and talk to me, Miss Furness, or my colleague, Mrs. Jones.